bathroom. Now watch out, we got some bad roaches here. And you're on our third, man. And man, I tell you what's so bad.
Welcome to the What Bugs Me podcast, the homeowner's guide to pest control. Here we will cut through the fog to get to the truth, dispelling old wives' tales and myths, all to help you get a bug-free home. My name is Aaron, and I have over 20 years in the pest control industry, so I should know what I'm talking about, but I'm always up for learning more. So, you want to know what bugs me? Every year I get at least one call in the beginning of winter to come check out an office building for fleas. You know the type, a massive carpeted room filled with half-wall cubicles. I call these cubicle hells. I can never work like that, so I understand the movie Office Space. I get it.
Okay, I can set the building on fire.
Now, when I get this call, I know there are no fleas. In over 20 years, I have never had fleas in this environment. So I drive my happy butt over there, knowing I'm going to get the stink eye from a room of Karens when I tell them that there are no fleas in their office. How do I know this? Okay. In pest control, we have a law, possible but not probable. There are many things I've seen over the 20 years plus that I've only seen once. These things are possible but not probable. So, it is possible for a cubicle hell to have fleas, but it's not probable. For this to happen, Michael Scott, with approval from the assistant to the regional manager, would have to allow pets, and most don't do that. Someone could bring them from home, but it's unlikely that'll cause an infestation. A varmint could be hanging out in the break room and bring fleas in, but remember, possible, not probable. So, the complaint is that something is biting the cubicle dwellers. I know they're actually feeling something, and I know it's not fleas. So what could it be? But the answer is where we go off the rails and Karen starts to show her true colors. But hear me out before you bring your pointer finger out and call my manager. I'm the owner, so you already got me. Picture this massive carpeted room with power running all over those cubicles and all those PC towers whirring away, sitting on the carpet. Static electricity is one possibility. Now, some of you just rolled your eyes. I saw you, Karen, but believe me, I have seen it multiple times. One time was in a house, and they were getting bit in bed not long after moving in. Turns out they had some bad wiring issues in an older house that was a potential fire risk. And after getting that fixed, no more bites. Imagine that. Wasn't even bugs at all. Bugs get blamed most of the time. Usually the first thing people go to blame. These calls always come at the same time every year, right when it starts to get cold. What do you do when it gets cold? Well, we get the winter clothes from that box in the closet that's been sitting there all year, dusty and shabby. Then the other thing we do is turn the heat on for the first time in a long time, and this stirs up more dust, at the same time drying out the air from the heat. When the air dries out, guess what else dries out? Our skin. If you looked at dry skin under a microscope, it looks like the Grand Canyon. So we have Grand Canyon broken dry skin, extra dust in the air from the AC system, extra dust and particles from the newly emerged winter fuzzy sweater, the new fuzzy socks and slippers to keep the cubicle dwellers' feet warmed, rubbing all over that carpet. The space heaters have been fired up, the PC towers are whirring with miles of extension cords, and you have a predominantly female population with softer skin, more prone to these irritations. Itching ensues, which damages the skin further, allowing these factors to exacerbate them and cause further itching. All of this can look like a bug bite, but it's not. Oftentimes it's just dry skin. In fact, bug bites only happen for two reasons. One is the get away from me bite which is meant to hurt and you're meant to feel it. Number 2 is to drink your blood. Bed bugs, fleas, mosquitoes, mites, and some others, they use anticoagulants and numbing agents because if you felt them bite you, then you just swat them away or squish them and they wouldn't get to eat. So it doesn't make sense for you to feel them. You don't feel that bite. Sometimes you can feel them walking on you to get to bite you, but not the bite itself. Usually that wound, that place on your skin shows up minutes later, hours later, maybe even days later before you have a reaction to it. And everybody reacts differently. So, what can be done? An electrician would be good to make sure you don't have any real issues like grounding or a fire hazard. You can lightly mist your area with a spray bottle on the floor, your chair, your bed, whatever, to settle the dust down a little bit. You can run a humidifier to fix that dried out air. You can put lotion on your skin. We can put out glue boards to prove that it's not fleas. And when you don't catch nothing, you pretty much have to resign to the fact that it's not fleas when there's nothing in the glue boards. There's another thing you can do. You can, at night, put a bowl of soapy water in the middle of the floor and put a lamp over it. And in the morning, if you've got fleas, almost always they're going to be in that soapy water. I already know that there's no fleas in a cubicle hell, but sometimes that gives people peace of mind. So if you work in a cubicle hell and get the itchies in the beginning of winter, it's probably not bugs. You want bugs me? Dry skin and cubicles. But you can also just spray a little water, run a little dehumidifier, and don't have to worry about it because it's not fleas. But if you have fleas, I love to kill them.
Activating the chamber!
Killing me, Smalls!
Hey, how's everybody doing tonight?
Yes, for certain. There is no stopping them. The ants will soon be here.